Hi guys, this is Mason McGraw. I have a passion for a great story. I love learning the stories of my clients. This next interview is with Wilhelm Luxem. He's the general manager of the Hotel Baur Au Lac in Zurich, Switzerland. The Baur Au Lac is a legendary hotel built in 1844 during the rise of the European hotel industry. It's an amazing piece of history, and it's got a great story that I enjoyed learning, and I hope you do as well.
The Baur family, who has created this hotel in 1844, over 170 years ago, they had a hotel in the city center of Zurich. Like many European cities, was still behind the medieval walls. And this hotel was quite successful, but he had a little small lodge just outside the walls on the lakeside. As it showed, some people were quite interested to stay at that place. So Mr. Baur realized there might be some business, and he started to build a larger hotel on the lakeside, which those days a lot of people found a rather crazy idea. But he had a vision, and he was proven right, because within a few years his dependence on the lakeside became his main business, and he eventually, after a few years, decided to sell off his hotel in town and build a proper large hotel as we see it today on the shore of Lake Zurich. It was more or less in the aftermath of the French Revolution, in fact, because up until then hotels didn't really exist. You had, of course, small lodges, but the aristocracy used to live in their castles and in their prestigious mansion. And now, of course, there was a big change in society, and a lot of industrialists and the high bourgeoisie, they started to become wealthy, and they wanted to live a life that was prestigious, and that was the time when hotels started to grow. And Switzerland was probably the first time that professionalized this trade. And the Baur Au Lac is one of the oldest hotels that has been created in 1844, and what is so nice, it has maintained the ownership. The same family, now in the 6th generation, still possesses this hotel, and they're not only possessing it, they're running it. It's a family-run hotel, which makes it a very special place. The people ahead of their time, the visionaries, the adventurous people of the respective times, they always stayed at Baur Au Lac, from the very beginning. So you have the composer Richard Wagner, who spent a number of years in Zurich, and most of this time actually at the Baur Au Lac. In fact, he was even doing the premiere of the first part of Valkyrie, his opera, at the Baur Au Lac. He was writing it here, and he was performing the premiere of it with his father-in-law, Franz Liszt, on the piano. The Nobel Prize for Peace. In fact, it was decided at the Baur Au Lac when a lady von Sutter, who knew very well Mr. Nobel and knew his passion for many anthroposophic issues, so she convinced him in the lounge of the Baur Au Lac to invest the Nobel Prize for Peace, which in fact he agreed. Service is all about details, and details in a hotel are delivered, let's say, under two aspects. The first and a very important one, of course, is the hardware. You need a hotel that is well designed, well furnished, perfectly maintained. But that's, at the end of the day, a given. To make that given a lively, emotional product, you need the right people. That's our staff. We have 250 employees for 120 rooms, which is for European standards extremely high and of course very expensive, but that makes a difference. There is a sense of professionalism, but it's not a standardized professionalism that is sort of done by the book, it's by the heart.